सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मप्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्योरुत्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः सत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. So I think we will start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanaतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नम ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. I again welcome you all for today's session. And I seek your blessings so that whatever I speak is in parampara for the pleasure of the Lord and for my purification. Yes, I will request those who all can switch on their cameras, please switch on. And yes, quickly, if you want to share one point from last class, yesterday's class, because yesterday we completed chapter 7, right? Ashwatthama, the son of Drona, punished.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, I would like to share a point.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, though he was a son of Brahmana, he is considered as Brahma Bandhu because he was not having any qualities of Brahmana.
Correct.
He killed the kids of Pandavas who were sleeping. So that
Correct.
was also against Dharma. So
Yes.
all these happened. He is not actually having any qualities of Brahmana. And he is also not having the proper quality of Kshatriya also because he has killed the kids. So sleeping kids. So all
Yes.
this happened, and Draupadi was promised. Draupadi was having, Arjuna gave promise to Draupadi that he will bring the head of Ashwatthama.
Ashwat.
But now Draupadi is having compassion towards him. She don't want to kill him because his mother will also have a problem. I mean, she also depends only
Yes.
on her son like that. So all these things happen, but Bhima is very stubborn that he should be killed. Finally, Arjuna takes a decision using his intelligence, and finally they are insulting him. Insulting him is equivalent to being killed.
For
So
a
this was the
Kshatriya.
punishment given to Drona. Drona's
Yes.
son, Ashwatthama.
Drona's Ashwatthama. Yes.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Yes. Thank you so much, Mataji. Seeing you after a long time, I think.
Yes, Mataji, I was under a treatment, so I was taking a rest, bed rest.
Oh my
So I
God.
was not allowed to use mobile phones and laptops. So I
Oh,
used to watch in the YouTube, Mataji.
okay. So now
Smart
you are
TV I watch.
okay.
Yeah,
Now
now
you are
I'm
okay.
okay. Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Great, Mataji. I'm really
Hare
happy
Krishna.
to see you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Though he was punished like that, he is said to be Chiranjeevi, is it not Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
So it is a benedict given by Lord Krishna to him.
Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji.
There are 7 Chiranjivas, na?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
see, he has done such heinous act, right? Killing
Yes,
the
yes,
sons of Draupadi. So it is kind of a punishment for him that he
yes,
is alive, but his what we can say, his Kshatra Tej. I mean, he removed Arjuna removed the jewel from his head, right?
yes,
So his powers are gone. It is kind of that,
yes.
Mataji.
And they said still he is working and he's coming to the temples and he's doing puja in the early
Yes.
morning. Yes, they
Yes, he
can
is
see
doing atonement,
Mitra.
kind of
Yes,
prayashchitta, right?
yes, yes,
For his heinous act.
yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, yes,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. So that we saw in the last chapter. So today we will start with chapter 8 of Srimad Bhagavatam, for Canto 1, chapter 8, prayers by Queen Kunti and Parikshit saved. So this is one of the most important chapters because it deal with Kunti's prayers, and it is most quoted by Srila Prabhupada also and other exalted devotees also. And these are exalted prayers. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are many prayers. There are Dhruva Maharaj, prayers by Dhruva Maharaj, prayers by Prahlad Maharaj, prayers by Gajendra, correct? But this these prayers, Shukadev Goswami uh, is presenting these prayers, I mean, kind of first in Srimad Bhagavatam, correct? So that is the importance of these prayers and why they are important. Let us try to understand it a bit. So basically, for this chapter, first 4 verses, they deal with this thing. Ashwatthama was punished, and now uh, Pandavas, they are going to perform final rites for all those who died in the battlefield. Correct? Because all those people, somehow or other, they were related to them. They were their family members. So they are going to first 2 shlokas actually Pandavas lament, and then next 2 shlokas Krishna pacifies them, and then the section will come where Maharaj Parikshit will be saved by Lord, and then actually from verse number 18, actual Kunti's prayers will start. So that is the that is the sections of this chapter, we can say. So today we are going to complete just the first section, first 4 shlokas. I will just share the screen. Uh, So, why generally wars are fought? Yes, anyone of you?
To establish dharma.
Correct. One reason is to establish dharma. One reason is to show superiority over others. Correct. So this war was fought to establish the principle of dharma. That is for sure. Um, and it was Krishna's arrangement. Correct. He wanted to establish dharma. In this chapter, character of Kunti is glorified, and actually she lost Karna, she lost her grandchildren, correct? But she's a very special devotee, correct? She is not disturbed uh, despite of so many calamities happening to her, correct? Uh, I mean, she is suffering. Krishna is smiling and she is suffering, but still she is not disturbed because she is truly surrendered to the will of the Lord. Correct? So we can see that our character is also tested during difficult times, how we react or how we respond. Correct? So generally, if we want to know that how much we are absorbed in Krishna or how much we are advanced, then we can see our behavior whenever no, there is a difficulty or whenever there is a situation of crisis. Uh, Automatically harsh words or harsh no speech comes, or arrogance is there, anger is there, then a feeling of insecurity is there, or our behavior is driven by anxieties, correct? But here we can see that Queen Kunti is not at all angry, and despite of the calamities she has gone through, she is glorifying Krishna with choicest words, correct? So generally it happens that if we are in if we are in crisis and if other devotee has power to help us, then definitely we expect that that devotee will help us. But here we can see that on this battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was present personally, correct? And the whole, all the destruction is happening in front of him. He could have, he could have stopped this massive massacre because his devotees also died in that battle. But still, no, Kunti is not at all complaining about anything. Correct? If we see that this University of Bhakti, Kunti is a, no, she passed with distinction. Correct? And if we want to pass this exam, right, then we have to learn how Kunti is offering her prayers, correct? Because this is all Pandavas or Kunti, they are students with distinction, correct? So um, so in spite of no Pandavas, they had no they this was a big shock for them. It was a great tragedy, but what is the thing is they always aligned with the will of the Lord, correct? Whatever the situation was. So sometimes it may happen that if we are in trouble and if we go to the temple, the TT over there is still smiling. And then no, we may have this thought in the mind that I am in so much distress or anxiety or trouble, and still you are smiling. Correct? But what we have to do is we have to this is a test for us. So in such a situation, do we keep our faith in Krishna strong, or do we take shelter of, do we take material shelter? So that then at that time, no, you have to have that strong faith that Krishna is my real well-wisher and he always protects me, and I don't want to complain, but I want to be like Kunti Devi. Okay, that prayer we should have. This is the little background of this character of Kunti. Why these prayers are so important. In the month of Kartik also, many people recite these prayers of Queen Kunti, right? So let us start with the first verse. In first two verses, we will see how Pandavas are lamenting and how they will perform the rituals for the people who were killed in the battle of Kurukshetra. Yes, yes. Okay, Uma Mataji,
Hare
let us,
Krishna.
you already recited the 3 shlokas, na?
Yes,
So let's
yes,
give
Mataji.
chance to other Matajis.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Yes. So, yes, Sindhu Mataji, you can read the shloka.
Sure,
You can
Mataji.
recite.
Shloka 1, Pranams Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shrutavacha Atate Samparetanam Shvanam Udatamicchatam Dhatum Shakrishna Gangayam Purashkritya Yayushriya Striyaha. Shall I read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Translation by Divine Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shuta Goswami said, thereafter the Pandavas, desiring to deliver water to the dead relatives who had desired it, went to the Ganges with Draupadi. The ladies walked in front. Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes. Maumita Mataji, you can read the purport.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. To date, it is the custom in Hindu society to go to the Ganges or any other sacred river to take bath when death occurs in the family. Each of the family members pours out a pot full of the Ganges water for the departed soul and walks in the procession, with the ladies in the front. The Pandavas also followed the rules more than 5,000 years ago. Lord Krishna, being a cousin of the Pandavas, was also amongst the family members. Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So here, Pandavas now they are going to perform funeral rites for their relatives. So it was really a big shock when close family members die. And here though it was not just one uncle or one brother or one grandfather, but here in one shot millions of people were killed, correct? They were really in great grief. But all these rituals, no, as per our Vedic culture, all these rituals, they have a significance. And these rituals are nothing but an expression of gratitude towards our elders, like elders or fathers or forefathers. Correct? Actually, we are indebted to them, and this is a kind of paying the debt we have for them. So these rituals they emphasize on the principle of gratitude. And one more thing we should know that in Vedic tradition there are many examples that although the person who died, he might have performed heinous or activities or atrocities, but the last rites are never denied. Like in Ramayana also, when Lord Ramchandra he killed Ravana, he asked Vibhishan to perform a last rites for him. Or Nrsimhadev, when he killed Hiranyakashipu, he tells Prahlad Maharaj to no, perform last rites for Hiranyakashipu. So the last rites, they are not determined by the actions of persons, they are done as per dharma or as per shastras, so that the further journey of the soul takes place in proper manner, so that he gets a higher destination. So this is not just a practice, but it is for the no for the betterment of the soul, for the welfare of the soul, correct? And it is also said that if the relatives they do not perform such rites, then they create negative karmas, correct? Or they may degrade in their lives, or they may attract pitrudosh or something like that. And also we can see that Pandavas, they are setting an example. We know the shloka from Bhagavad Gita that yad yad acharati shrestha tattad deve taro janaha. So, I mean, whatever great people do, general people follow them, correct? So Pandavas are setting an example by performing these final rites for their relatives. Yes, and they are in the mood of lamentation. So let's go to the next shloka. Yes. Yes, Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
ते नियोदगं सर्वे विलप्य च मृषां पुनः आप्लुदा हरिपादाब्जा प्रजापूदा सरिज्जले.
Yes, Mataji, you can read the translation.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Having lamented over them and sufficiently offered Gang's water, they bathed in the Ganges, whose water is sanctified due to being mixed with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So now Pandavas having lamented over them and sufficiently offered Ganges water. So they are lamenting. So is lamentation okay? What do you think? Such lamentation for people. Yes.
Mataji, you asked a question?
Yes.
Not okay, Mataji,
Is
actually.
such lamentation, do you feel that yes, they should lament, or do you feel that they should not lament?
Hare Krishna Mataji, they have to lament.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Even Arjuna was lamenting at the beginning of the war,
Correct.
but he was advised by Krishna that he should not lament. But here other people are innocent, so they will lament, Mataji.
Yes. So lamentation is natural, correct? And it should not be suppressed, but we have to cushion it with a proper scriptural understanding, correct? So lamentation is natural. If we lose our near and dear ones, then it is natural that we will lament. But then after that, no, we have to come back to our duties. We should resume our duties again, correct? Otherwise, what will happen that if because of lamentation, if one withdraws from duties, then that is ignorance, that is against the shastras. So lamentation by itself is not ignorance. So one is not disallowed also. Otherwise, Pandavas wouldn't have lamented. Kunti is also crying, but after that, they continued their services. So that is the main thing we should understand in this. So in Vedic culture, we see that there is a proper protocol to deal with birth, to deal with death, to deal with the life in between. Correct? So all these samskaras or purificatory ceremonies are given. So when we see death, the survivors, they are reminded of the temporary nature of life. So they perform various ceremonies to remember how life is an opportunity for us to advance in spiritual life, and they perform ceremonies no, because it is an opportunity to pray for those who have died. Correct? To at just it is an opportunity for us to understand how we can advance in spiritual life, and also it is an opportunity to pray for those who have died um, in yes, those who have died. And also generally if somebody dies, then no we uh, no we if the I consciousness becomes prominent, correct? So we start thinking that I love this person, I lost him, now so unfortunate I am, or we become unhappy. So it is also an opportunity to come out of this I consciousness, correct? And those who have left us, we can think of welfare for them. Correct? As I said, that it is for the welfare of the soul's journey. Correct? So that he gets higher destination. So we offer prayers and rituals for them. Otherwise, what this lamentation, it becomes sentimentalism. Correct? If we have emotions, correct? But any undue excess of undue emotions, it becomes sentimentalism, correct? So emotions are good, and excess of emotions in pure love of Godhead, they are also good. But undue emotions, it becomes sentimentalism. And then in that sentimentalism, we may give up devotion, correct? We may go to that extent, correct? So we have to no we have to have control, so we have to deal with these things uh, as per the instructions of the shastras. That is the most important thing, correct? And so these rituals and ceremonies are given for that purpose only, so that we can come out of that, and no, we can understand the temporary nature of life, and we can um, focus more dedicatedly on our spiritual life.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So, Shloka. Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji,
Yes,
if
Prabhuji.
you participate in that,
Am
if you
audible?
participate, Mataji, am I audible?
Yes.
Mataji, if you participate in
Yes,
that,
Prabhuji. Go ahead.
if we participate in that occasion, a big lesson will be teach us as the situation, Mataji.
Yes.
The thing is, how that person, that individual person led the life, and then what's more, what are all these defects they have done, and what we were now. Ultimately, we were one day or today or tomorrow, we were leaving this body. So how we have to react in future days? Actually, if we are so sincere, definitely that scene will comes before us, Mataji. I have attended so many rituals, So I am always thinking, just
Yes.
for because without
Yes.
going, without taking anything else, we were leaving. So even though we were lamenting, we were struggling, we were no, we are not, we are acting like a fools in the material world. That will particularly educate us, Mataji. But this is my
Yes.
personal experience, Mataji. I am Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this. Exactly this. That's why these rituals are there, Prabhuji, so that it gives us an idea that this is going to happen to me also. Because generally we are in that state of mind
Hare Krishna Mataji, your voice is cracking. Is it only for me or everyone?
that we are
No, it's
seeing
cracking,
dates
Mataji. It's cracking.
Yeah, it's
in
cracking,
front
Mataji.
of our eyes, but we
Hare Krishna,
this is
Hare
going to
Krishna,
happen to
Mataji.
me also. Somehow
Hare
with
Krishna Mataji, your voice is
our
cracking.
Voice,
We
we
can't
can't
follow you,
hear you,
Mataji. Can't
Mataji. It's
understand.
breaking.
my
It's
voice
breaking.
is
Breaking.
Yeah, it's
it's
breaking.
cracking.
Yeah, there's a network
Okay.
issue, I think.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me, just a moment. I will just check with internet connection. Just give me a moment. Is it okay now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji. But
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
now.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So that's what it is. No, those people who are surviving. It is for them. It is the teaching lesson for them that this is going to happen to them also. So they should take life more seriously. So we'll come to that in the next verse again. Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, you want to read this verse?
Oh, okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
तत्रासीनं कुरुपतिं धृतराष्ट्रं सहानुजं गान्धारीं पुत्रशोकार्थं कृत्पृतां कृष्णां च माधवः. Shall I read translation? Anyone, please. Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
yes.
Mataji.
No, you can read the translation, Prabhuji.
Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. There sat the king of the Kurus, Maharaja Yudhishthira, along with his younger brothers and Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, Kunti, and Draupadi, all overwhelmed with grief. Lord Krishna was also there. Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranams Mataji.
Yes, Sudha Mataji, you can read the purport.
yeah, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The battle of Kurukshetra was fought between family members, and thus all affected persons were also family members like Maharaja Yudhishthira and brothers Kunti, Draupadi, Subhadra, Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, and her daughters-in-law, etc. All the principal dead bodies were in some way or the other related with each other, and therefore the family grief was combined. Lord Krishna was also one of them as a cousin of the Pandavas and nephew of Kunti, as well as brother of Subhadra, etc. The Lord, therefore, was equally sympathetic towards all of them, and therefore he began to pacify them befittingly. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So we saw that they were lamenting, and Krishna, as he is playing the role of a family member, we know that he was related to Kunti. He was nephew of Kunti and cousin of Pandavas. So he also participated in that. He did not perform the final rites, but he was present there. He accompanied them, and we can see that it is the Lord. He began to pacify them. Correct. So Krishna is consoling them, and actually we can see here that Krishna, we can, as I said, if someone does something below his potential, we get angry, isn't it? So here Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he had all the power to control or to stop all these things, but still um, the others, they are not at all angry with Krishna, correct? And Krishna is consoling them, he is pacifying them. He could have avoided, if he would have decided, Krishna could have avoided this disaster. But still, all of them, they were peaceful as they had no expectations from Krishna. That is the real type of surrender. मारो भी राखो भी जो इच्छा तोमार. Correct? So generally, we become angry because our plans or our agendas from others are not fulfilled, and then we get frustrated. But Pandavas, they are the classic examples because they aligned themselves to Krishna's will, and therefore they love Krishna in all situations, even when he chose not to do what they want, what they would have loved. Correct. So in all situations, no, they were always loving Krishna, and they had perfectly aligned their no, activities with Krishna's desire, with Krishna's will. So the one example I heard in one class that like Krishna had that capacity to stop all these things, but still he did not. So if we a billionaire person is there, and no, if you are going for donation to him, correct? And no, you explain him everything, you make a PPT presentation, and you tell him everything, and after doing all these things, if he just gives 101 rupees, what will you feel? Isn't it? So it was the no situation like this, that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and everything is happening according to his will. So he would have stopped, but still he is not doing that. But the Pandavas, they are not at all angry and they are aligning with his desire only. So that is the quality of Kunti Maharani also and Pandavas also. We can learn from this. Then let's go to the next verse. Yes, Deval Mataji, you can recite.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
सान्त्वयामास मुनिभिर्हतबन्धून् शुचार्पितान् भूतेषु कालस्य गतिं दर्शयन् न प्रतिक्रियाम्. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Citing the stringent laws of the Almighty and their reactions upon living beings, Lord Sri Krishna and the Munis began to pacify those who were shocked and affected. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes,
Hare
thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Yes, Madhavi Mataji, you can read the purport. The purport is little big, but you can.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Purport
Krishna.
by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The stringent laws of nature under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be altered by any living entity. The living entities are eternally under the subjunction of the Almighty Lord. The Lord makes all the laws and orders, and these laws and orders are generally called dharma or religion. No one can create any religious formula. Bona fide religion is to abide by the orders of the Lord. The Lord's orders are clearly declared in the Bhagavad Gita. Everyone should follow him only or his orders, and that will make all happy, both materially and spiritually. As long as we are in the material world, our duty is to follow the orders of the Lord. And if by the grace of the Lord we are liberated from the clutches of the material world, then in our liberated stage also we can render transcendental loving service unto the Lord. In our material stage, we can see neither ourselves nor the Lord for want of spiritual vision. But when we are liberated from material affection and are situated in our original spiritual form, we can see both ourselves and the Lord face to face. Mukti means to be reinstated in one's original spiritual status after giving up the material conception of life. Therefore, human life is specifically meant for qualifying ourselves for this spiritual liberty. Unfortunately, under the influence of illusionary material energy, we accept this spotlight of only a few years as our permanent existence and thus become illusioned by possessing so-called country, home, land, children, wife, community, wealth, etc., which are false representations created by Maya illusion. under the dictation of Maya, we fight with one another to protect these false possessions. By cultivating spiritual knowledge, we can realize that we have nothing to do with all this material paraphernalia. Then at once we become free from material attachment. This clearance of the misgivings of material existence at once takes place by association with the Lord's devotees, who are able to inject the transcendental sound into the depth of the bewildered heart and thus make one practically liberated from all lamentation and illusion. That is a summary of the pacifying measures for those affected by the reaction of stringent material laws, exhibited in the form of birth, death, old age, and disease, which are insoluble factors of material existence. The victims of war, namely the family members of the Kurus, were lamenting the problems of death, and the Lord pacified them on the basis of knowledge. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. This is a little bit purport. So here we can see that Krishna, it is said that Santvaya Masa Munibher. So Krishna, as we said, Krishna is going to pacify them now. So he is not going alone. He is going with Munis, because the he's going for consoling together with the Munis. So this verse actually teaches us now how to console when death has taken place. So Krishna here, he goes with saintly people. He doesn't, no, he did not try to pacify them alone. So generally, we should also not think that, no, I can go and pacify alone. In that case, what will happen is we will be lamenting, that person is also lamenting, and then we will be overwhelmed, and then we'll be dragged by that energy. Correct? So you will forget the goal of life. Actually, what at that time, how we should pacify? By telling that, by telling the knowledge, Vedic knowledge, correct? Scriptural knowledge from the Shastras. But if we also start lamenting and overwhelmed by the situation, then we will forget the goal, ki, what we have to say. So, and then how does he pacify? Correct? So, what things he is telling is, first is darshayan na pratikriya. Correct? That means there is no remedy for this. What he is trying to say is, no, na pratikriya means no remedy. So you just have to tolerate this, right? And then kalasya gatim means stringent laws of nature are very powerful. The stringent laws of time are very powerful, correct? So cannot do anything in that case. And bhuteshu gatim means everybody has to die, everybody gets reactions. So there is no remedy for this. So what knowledge we have to give is, or how we can pacify, is three things. One is kalasya, that is time is very powerful. Bhuteshu gatim means everybody in this world has to suffer. And na pratikriya means there is no remedy for this. Correct? So you just have to tolerate, and you have to advance spiritually. That is the things that these things we should tell. So in Vedic culture, as Prabhuji was also saying that he has attended so many such ceremonies. So in Vedic culture, dead body used to be taken in a procession, and they would chant the Ram Nam Satya Hai, correct? And sometimes they will play kettle drums also. So then what used to happen is people would come out and they will see that dead body is being taken, and then immediately we think that, oh, yesterday only I met this person, and today he is no more. What happened? So they get a chance to remember when the dead body is being carried out like this, and they realize that nothing is permanent in this world. I will also undergo this, and uh, a realization, Prince Siddhartha's moment, that they realize that life is temporary. So let me go and do my homework perfectly. Let me clean my heart and let me get out of this material world. So this is why their dead bodies, they used to be taken in a procession. So that to make us sober, to learn, so that we can learn the very important lesson of life. Correct? So every day when we get up in the morning, we should pray to the Lord, or we should thank Krishna that thank you for giving me one more day, because nowadays life is so uncertain. We really don't know that no next day we will see or not. Correct? Sometimes it happens. One of our devotees in congregation, he woke up in the morning. He did this. Mangal Aarti and all, and he worshipped the deities in his home, and suddenly cardiac arrest, and he was gone. I mean, it was not expected that such thing will happen. I mean, his wife also could not believe. So life has become so temporary, and we don't know what will happen in the next moment. So so every day when we get up, we should thank Krishna that for giving me one more day, so that I can clean my heart and I can work hard to do devotional service and come back to you. And at the night also, we should thank Krishna, saying, we can give a report what we did the whole day, what activities we did, or sometimes we can say that I wasted today's day, no, I just gossiped or whatever, and then again we should thank him and go to sleep. So when we do this, then we will take life as serious assignment, correct, and we will not waste it. For example, if a friend, you have got a new car, and if your friend comes and asks that, can I take your car, for for a few days, and if you give him the car, and he damages the car completely, correct? He breaks all doors, all windows, and he rips off cushions, seat cushions and all. And after 2 days, he returns it to you. What will be your reaction? Okay. So basically, you would like to do exactly what he did to your car. Correct? Because it was new car and he totally, damaged it. But if you are a gentleman, then you will make sure that next time you will not give it to him. Correct? So, um, imagine after few months again he comes and asks, then you will definitely deny him. So we similarly, we have got this human form of life, which is like a car. Correct? So this is very special. Krishna has given us this special human form of life. And if we are wasting this, if we are damaging it like this, then definitely Krishna is not going to give this us immediately. Correct? And that's why we see that we are going through 84 lakh species of life. Correct? We are keeping going again and again, revolving in this cycle of birth and death. Why? Because we are not making proper, we are wasting this precious human form of life, which is so rare. Correct? So now it's the time to make best use of it. Correct? Because we have got association and all the favorable things which we need. So we can see that in modern times, death is kind of hidden or covered, because generally we take the body in the ambulance to the crematorium, and there also in electric this thing we perform all the rites and rituals. So people they don't understand they don't realize the real reality of life. Correct? The life is temporary, and why all these rituals are to be performed. So that is the point. And and then we also have to understand that time is moving so fast. Correct? And everything no he is taking away everything, like flow of Ganges. So fast, flow. The Ganges is taking everything with the flow, isn't it? So similarly, time is taking everything. So and we cannot do anything about it. Only thing is we can advance in spiritual life. We can make progress in spiritual life. So but Srila Prabhupada also was very cool about this thing, that we cannot do anything. So once a devotee said to Srila Prabhupada that, Srila Prabhupada, in India, death rate is very high. So Srila Prabhupada looked surprised and he said, really? And he said, death rate is same everywhere. It is 100%, because everyone who is born, he is going to die. So the death rate is going to be 100%. So we all are under clutches of time, and we have to know that then only we can come out of it. And so in purport, Prabhupada, one sentence is there that everyone should follow him only, or his orders, and that will make all happy, both materially and spiritually. Correct? So how one can become happy materially as well as spiritually? Let us understand this in 1 minute. So basically everybody is looking for liberation or mukti. Correct? So basically mukti is nothing but relief from sufferings, right? So everybody wants peace basically. And Srimad Bhagavatam says that we feel relief and peace when we are established in our constitutional position, which is service. So right now, because of illusion, because of attachment to temporary material possessions, we forget our swarupa, or our constitutional position, that is, I am servant of the Lord. But if we practice devotional service in the mood that I am the servant of the Lord, then all these misgivings or anarthas or unwanted things in the heart, they are cleared. As we are we are chanting the holy names of the Lord, or we are having association of devotees, so that transformation happens and we get reconnected with the Lord. And then when death happens or suffering happens, we will still continue with the journey of being connected with Krishna. And therefore, this association is very important, because of that we can understand our constitutional position. So bhakti is nothing but our establishing our relationship with the Lord. Correct? And why do we want to have a relationship with him? Just to please him. And that is the mood of Kunti. In other paths, you can see that people may serve God, but then they want peace. Correct? But here in Bhakti Yoga, we can see that we want peace because we want to serve Lord. correct? So our goal is to serve Lord, not and not to get something else. So that is the mood of Kunti Devi, that she wants to serve the Lord for his pleasure. Correct? That and that's why Prabhupada has written the yes, so Lord pacified them on the basis of knowledge. So unless and until we have knowledge of the Shastras, we cannot come out of this cycle of birth and death. Correct? So these 4 verses, basically, Pandavas, they were lamenting, and Krishna pacified them by 3 things, saying 3 things, as we said, that time is powerful and everybody in this world has to suffer, and there is no remedy for this. Only thing is, by devotional service, you can cross over this ocean. This material world is just like a bridge. So you don't build a house on a bridge, isn't it? We just cross over the bridge. We just want to go from this end to the other end. So we use a bridge for that, correct? We don't build houses and anything on the bridge. So similarly, this material world is just a bridge for us. So we should not make this as our permanent residence, correct? Our permanent residence is in the spiritual world. So as soon as possible, we should by practice of devotional service, we should try to go back to our permanent residence. Okay, so that is for today. So any comments, any questions we can have? Otherwise, we will stop. Yes, anybody wants to say something or take away points? You can just 1 point and we will stop.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
This material world is dukkalayam ashashvatam.
Yes.
Time is the most, time plays a vital role in our
Correct.
life. That is the way we must remember for always, Mataji.
Correct.
As per
So,
my knowledge goes.
correct. So even a moment's neglect, can cause us to pay heavy price, isn't it? So how much we should be conscious, how much we should be serious, and how much we should be sincere in following this path of bhakti. No, this time teaches us from time to time, actually, but we keep ignoring it and we keep neglecting it. That is our weakness or drawback, we can say, isn't it?
Mataji, I like this point. How the human form of life is so precious. You are mentioning about that.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. So we must. You told very nicely, Mataji. I think you told I've written it down.
Damaged car.
Yeah. How we ourselves are damaging it, without knowing that. Yeah.
Correct. So if we don't engage ourselves in the service of the Lord, then we are really wasting it. We are damaging this car, isn't it? Which we have got. Precious car. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. So just one line I remembered, that in Vedic time, even the dead body, it was used for preaching, isn't it? Because they used to take in dead body in procession. So that also used to do preaching. Ki life is temporary. So be alert and make progress in your spiritual life. So it is. I mean, what we can say, really, it is so important, how we should utilize our life. That is very important. isn't it? So we have got this knowledge, so we should make full use of it, isn't it? So anybody else wants to share something? Otherwise, we will stop. Shall we stop there?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for patiently hearing. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
namo
नमः
Ananta
अनंत
Koti
कोट
Vaishnava
वैष्णववृंद
ki
की जय
jai,
श्रीला
Vaishnav
प्रभुपाद
Thakur
की जय
Srila Prabhupada
ग्रंथराज
ki jai.
भागवतम की जय
Yes. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you. Dandavat pranam.
Dhanavada.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.